Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter. Hello, fine folks. This is Freedom Fighter, and welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host. Beautiful people, I'm going to share with you today that Goldilocks is providing information that there is a date we must pay attention to. And this date, there will be a connection to the U.S. banking system that has never been done before. This must happen before the RV can occur. And I'm speaking of globally. This date is where the Federal Reserve, which all of our transactions come through the Federal Reserve banking system, there is a date that we must pay attention to. And Goldilocks is going to share that. Before then, I'm going to let you know there are members that are reporting that some have signed agreements with their wealth managers whereby the wealth managers will facilitate their exchange for them. Ladies and gentlemen, that is because the members have established the relationship well enough in order for the wealth managers to feel comfortable in doing this. This is not something that you can just go into a meeting with the wealth manager and ask them to do for you. You must build these relationships. If you do not build these relationships, if you choose to just shortcut and skip steps, well, you might as well just wait for a notification because nothing is going to happen. You must build these relationships so that you can capitalize on those relationships and be able to have the red carpet rolled out for you and get the VIP treatment that many of our members are doing. How are they able to do it? Establishing relationships. We have members now also reporting, of course, their second, third, fourth meeting with the financial planners, financial advisors, CPAs, trust attorneys, trust accounts being set up for their exchange funds to go into in order to receive tax minimization of their exchange. You can click the link at the top of the description and you can join these members and we will help you do the same. Let's get into what Goldilocks is sharing today that you must know about the RV. Oh, and by the way, I know that many of you are expecting, you're hearing, because Iraq, the parliament voted and agreed upon an amendment for the Kurdistan region oil, that you're expecting the RV based on what's being told to you in the Narland. Folks, I'm going to just encourage you to stay grounded and stay in the facts. Within the next week or so, you're going to be on a roller coaster because of what you've been told about this budget and the amendment and the approval by the parliament. If you want to be successful and establish relationships with the bankers and who are going to exchange your currency, if you want to be in the know in the process to prepare for your exchange properly without the roller coaster weekly lies, all of the guru foo-foo on steroids, if you want to have peace in preparing for your exchange, Click the link at the top of the description and join the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room, where we provide receipts of the actual facts from the actual sources responsible for the RV. And then on the flip side of that, we have plenty of receipts with the members who are getting feedback directly from the banks preparing them for the exchange. You can click the link at the top of the description and we will help you. Let's jump right into it. Goldilocks is sharing that interfacing digital markets. Remember, President Trump signed the executive order for traditional financing that will be now transitioning to digital assets. The traditional banking system is the old. We are moving into the new digital banking system. So interfacing digital markets into the traditional market or the traditional banking system, we are seeing that it's being very disruptive, where the markets are being affected. Many people are emotionally attached to the markets in the red. Then they go green. Don't be fooled. This is how the market is intended. When President Trump signed the executive order on tariffs that went into effect yesterday, this is all in preparation and planning to create a cause and effect event. The tariffs creates volatility, which is the up and the down movements in the markets, which affects cryptocurrencies and paper currencies and all assets. We are witnessing an orchestrated event. When agreements are signed, announcements are made, it's all planned ahead of time. Do not allow yourself to have a knee-jerk reaction to the markets or anything that occurs. But what Goldilocks is sharing is that the digital integration that is occurring within our new banking system is by design. It is intended to create transparency, faster transactions, which can impact the banking system with the new shifts, causing major shifts in the market from the new digital assets, regulations, and other mechanisms that are now going into play into the new banking system. Key reasons why digital integration can be disruptive. One is because of price transparency. So, folks, as of the International Valuation Standards Council being implemented on January 31st with the new standards, many countries, companies, and their currencies are reacting to the tariffs that President Trump enacted. As a matter of fact, we have members that even reported that their wealth managers had updates for them regarding the new tariffs that Trump imposed on certain countries. So our members are actually seeing firsthand, directly from wealth managers and the banks, the impact of what President Trump is doing for our banking system. You must pay attention to things that may not even appear to be relevant. These tariffs are very relevant to our currency exchanges. Why? Because these tariffs create such volatility. They create such reactions in the global market on the water. This is why Goldilocks has coined the phrase, watch the water, because currencies are affected on the water when countries do trade amongst each other. Tariffs are imposed on these countries that are looking to do trade with us. Our paper currencies are and will be drastically affected. So you must understand this so that you don't have a reaction to what's happening in the markets to feel as if there's a need for fear. No, freedom over fear. Goldilocks is sharing that disruption of services can be expected as we transition into the new digital economy. And Goldilocks wants you to be prepared to understand this. Pay attention. If you want the truth and the facts about what we are about to share, make sure you come to Goldilocks. On March the 10th, the FedWire service will interface the ISO 222 messaging system. March the 10th. This will be the completion for the Federal Reserve System to be completely upgraded to the new protocols necessary in order for the currency exchanges to even happen in the new banking system. It will happen on the ISO compliance system. All of the banks in the United States, as of February the 10th, will be compliant with the ISO 222 compliance protocol. Why is it so important? Well, ISO 222 compliance is what Ripple is compliant with and will use. XRP will move because XRP is an ISO 222 compliant token. How will the dinar be exchanged in the new banking system? Through ISO 222. This new messaging system will allow FedNow, chips, and FedWire clearinghouse mechanisms to work together in unison. FedNow and chips, which is clearinghouse, is already live in our banking system. March 10th is the completion with FedWire now connecting. This will allow an unlimited amount of money to move in the banking system. Goldilocks will share more on that at a later date. The ISO 222 standard is for messaging, financial messaging in the new banking system. This will be all of our clearing houses, which means the clearing of transactions, the clearing of exchanges on both sides of the exchange will completely be able to clear as of March the 10th. Each of these clearing houses, which are FedWire, FedNow, and chips, will be able to communicate with the rest of the world in synchronizing cross-border trades and foreign currencies and other tokenized assets. On February the 1st, tariffs began. And yes, they influence exchange rates by altering the flows and affecting the demand and the supply of currencies. Tariffs will be utilized as we adjust our trade flows between countries, especially as currencies of each country are coming onto the marketing, being at the point to be going international. The interfacing of the new digital economy will enable the use of tariffs to secure new exchange rates and the fluctuations around the world. This mechanism is going to be used by leveling the playing field between countries, and we know President Trump has said he will level the playing field. And as that happens with leveling the playing field with tariffs, as it affects exchange rates, as we have XRP and ISO becoming compliant in the banking system completely on March the 10th, these are new standards as well with the International Valuation Standards Committee that went live on January 31st. If you witness the timing and the cohesion of all of these different events, one after the other, which are all connected to each other, they're all intended for an end result for a new financial system, a new digital asset banking system that, of course, yes, with gold leading the way to back our currencies. We are witnessing every single day something new. Another piece that's being added to strengthen the new digital banking system, which is needed in order for our currencies to integrate into the new digital banking system so that we can be able to receive the blessings that we're all awaiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to stay grounded. You are going to be hit every single day with another hopium hammer on top of your head about dates, Iraq, HCL, oil, amendments. It's going to pick up. You may not even recognize it. You may get caught up in it. If that is what you choose to do, that is what you choose to do. But for those of you who are in the 1%, you know who you are. Stay grounded. Continue to get prepared, establishing the relationships with the banks and these wealth managers. Your blessing is in motion. Just follow the process that Goldilocks is sharing on the RV and follow the steps that Wale and myself are giving you. You will be fine. Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.